Hi everyone, I wanted to talk to you about the element A8 in the OEI rubric, which is about including a variety of media in a course such as text, audio, video, and images. And the aim of this practice is to enhance student-centered learning, which structures learning in a way that best meets students' individual needs. And this includes giving students choices as to how they learn. And as we know, we're multimodal learners and we have strengths and weaknesses regarding different modalities. For me, it really helps me to combine both auditory and visual. If I can read a text and listen to it at the same time, the content seems to sink into my brain more completely. So I wanted to show you some examples as to the way I use elements of A8 in my course. And the first one is on my readings pages, I try to include an audio option. I haven't been able to do it for everyone, but I do it especially for the longer ones. I create recordings using Audacity, and this one my son and I both worked together on because it was longer, so he did parts and I did parts. But this gives students the option to listen to the text or to listen and read at the same time. As you can see, I also have some decorative images on my pages, and this, it is decorative, however, it does break up the text. So I've reviewed some courses as a lead reviewer for the OEI that have been entirely text-based, and I think even for those of us who are visual learners, if all we see is text, with no other options, it can be very overwhelming. So I think that adding images is helpful for students as well. Another way that I utilize A8 is in my assignments and discussions, I will include audio instructions. So here at the top, you can see that I have audio instructions, so it's just reading over this material. So students, again, they can choose just to listen or they can listen and read at the same time. Also, I have banners that are branding elements of my course. So this is my discussion board banner, and it appears on each discussion board in the course the same exact image. So it gives students a cue as to where they are in the course, and that can be helpful as well. I also use video in the course, and sometimes this will, come in an assignment where they have to watch a video. But I've also included a video resource module toward the top of my modules page, which, here we go, has a variety of videos that I've made about the elements of composition. And so students can refer to these as a reminder or to learn from. And I also link these videos in appropriate assignments. So for example, if students have an essay they have to write, I'll link that MLA format videos within there so that they can go and remember how to do that through watching. So over the years, students have really expressed appreciation for having these options, and especially the audio options. I've had so many students who struggle with dyslexia tell me how helpful that's been for them, and even students who aren't struggling with dyslexia have just told me how they like the option to listen instead of always having to absorb everything through text. So that makes me happy that it's been helpful to students, and I hope it inspires you to maybe consider that option for your course as well.